Amid talk of foreigners being allowed to leave, what about Khartoum's 5 million permanent residents? In a neighborhood like this one, going out for any reason, even to get just food or water, out of the question.
We're gonna die because it's even more dangerous to go outside now. It's not, there is no sustained or safe time that we can go out. Even the ceasefire they're declaring are not true, so they're not to be trusted.
So what do you make of the general's offer to allow foreign nationals to leave?
It's kind of like really came shocking for the Sudanese people, because people are now speaking that the military is ready to cease fire to evacuate the foreigners, but they're not ready. They don't want to cease fire for people to get medical help.
Anyone who does make it to hospital finds it desperately short of supplies.
The most urgent priority is to be able to reach hospitals. Because when I last spoke with one of my colleagues from the Sudanese Red Crescent Society, what he said is that his biggest fear is that hospitals and the entire healthcare system is on the verge of collapse.
Forget any previous handshakes. Ceasefire after ceasefire has failed. In a radio interview this afternoon, General Burhan, head of the official military, blamed his opponent. General Dagalo, or Hemeti as he calls himself, in a statement yesterday claiming self-defense. This power struggle has global as well as local implications. Countries from Russia to Saudi Arabia to the USA are keeping a very close eye. The conflict has now killed hundreds, injured thousands, threatens to displace hundreds of thousands. The fighting spread across the capital towards Sudan's borders, Blue Nile State next to Ethiopia in the southeast, Darfur in the far west. People are already fleeing to neighboring Chad, which via Libya and then the Med is historically the start for many of a long and dangerous journey to Europe. Italy often the final destination, yet another country with a vested interest in Sudan, which might explain why, apparently with European funding, it's reportedly been training the RSF. Video emerged today of Hemeti thanking the Italians last August for logistical support, ostensibly to help boost security and discourage illegal migration.
There is unintended consequences or repercussions, if I may say, on Sudanese and Sudan's hope for democracy, Sudanese hopes for transition to democracy. And at the end, it's going to bring back the same result of more immigration, illegal immigration, human trafficking, and the spread of insecurity in the Middle East, and importantly, and this is I have to emphasize greatly, the possibility of expansion of terrorism.
Safely home. In the last hour, Saudi nationals began arriving back in Jeddah. In London, Rishi Sunak held a COBRA meeting this morning to discuss the fate of Brits. But any immediate evacuation is unlikely.